Oh man, it's good to be back!
I'm changing the format of R2DA SIP. Instead of having one long video with 3 topics, I'll have the 3 topics be individual videos. This means that I'll upload R2DA SIP more often. The reason why I'm doing this is because my R2DA SIP videos are getting too long, which means that they will take forever to make. Making the videos like this will let me get into deeper details on topics that I like. I hope you guys don't mind. Ever since PR announced that he would start developing R2DA for mobile devices, I've been skeptical. How do you bring all of these controls into a tiny device without taking up too much screen space? The results created a different way to imagine the game. R2DA Mobile feels like a simplified version of the real game. It no longer focuses on the aiming and quick actions, but instead, it makes movement and awareness, the other 2 big factors of R2DA, more crucial. This makes the game feel like the type of mobile game that you will usually play for a while and then put down immediately once you find something better to do. But it's good at that. The game still isn't easy though, as most often you will die because of a zombie that you can't hit. As a lot of you know, mobile players get aimbot, so you don't choose what zombie you are going to kill, so it's a double-edged sword. It's similar to the Boo Buster, except in mobile, you don't have a choice. If a leaper is located on a horde of zombies, you have no way of defending yourself from the leaper yet, because your aiming will be targeting the normal zombies. The main way to defend yourself is by waiting for the zombie to get close, dodging its attack, and then shooting it while it's in front of you or near you. This is what I mean by saying that the game makes movement and awareness more crucial. If you're not constantly aware of your surroundings, you're going to die a lot. Your aimbot won't save you, but it will make you concentrate less on aiming and more on movement, since you no longer have to constantly move your screen to aim. This is a different way of playing, but I welcome it. Just because it's simpler doesn't mean it's easy and boring. In fact, I last less on mobile than I do on desktop. It's just different, and not even that different. Game modes, weapons, the UI, they're all similar. It's still R2DA, just played differently. It's absolutely not perfect though, just wanna clear that out. Even though I've constantly been repeating myself saying that this game focuses on movement, the movement sucks. A virtual thumbstick doesn't have the same precision as a real physical button, so making a precise movement doesn't always turn out as planned. Changing the camera angle is also hard to do while doing other things. Sprint jumping on a specific direction isn't precise because of that. This makes climbing up something really difficult. Playing as a zombie is also painful. There is no digger, no brute, and no stalker. The first tutorial didn't even show you how to play as the zombies, so I did not know how to control the Edgar and the Elemental for the entire time that I was playing on mobile. The ways you control them are not obvious. The menu sometimes goes over other menus, which can be a slight disturbance. Accessing the leadboard is confusing, with no real way of knowing without checking the wiki other than coincidence. The Tri-Blaster reload doesn't even work as intended, and the fire extinguisher is just a broken mess. But other than that, R2DA Mobile works as intended. It's a fun new way of playing R2DA. But is it fair? Of course not! Why is this even a question? Aimbot is aimbot, and mobile users have a clear advantage over normal users when it comes to aiming. This can be easily brushed off in normal zombie game modes, since mobile users struggle at defending themselves from other zombies since their movement is limited. Zombies have always had the disadvantage too, so aimbot won't affect gameplay severely. Now moving to the PvP side of the game, where every player is supposed to have a fair chance, it's really bad. All the player has to do to get easy kills is stand on a place with high altitude and spam. Even if your low resolution screen doesn't show any player, you will automatically eliminate them. This gives other players an obvious disadvantage. There's no arguing against that. There are 2 possible fixes to this problem that I can think of. PR could implement an aiming mechanic, although that requires a lot of effort. It will completely change the way that R2DA Mobile is played, And not just in FFA. Gameplay in other game modes will no longer have the simple yet enjoyable focus on movement and awareness. I never suggest making such significant changes so far into a lifespan. R2DA Mobile has been around for more than a year, and I doubt people will be accustomed to a change that significant. But I think it might be worth it. I don't like this solution, but we're kind of limited on the ideas. The second fix is just banning mobile users from playing FFA. People constantly say that it isn't fair and that everyone should be allowed to play FFA since it's part of the game, which is true. But I don't think PR really cares, since he already banned half of the zombies. Plus, the default survival game modes are still there, which are the main part of R2DA. It seems to be the easiest way out. I doubt the mobile players will complain that much, since they obviously know that they have an unfair advantage. But who knows? I don't know the 40-something players that decide to play R2DA on mobile, so yeah. After playing R2DA Mobile, I've discovered that it's a fun and new way of playing R2DA, with simpler gameplay. The game is still punishing and intense, and it makes a good game to play while on the go. There are a few things that still bring the experience down, but overall, I think that you should give it a try. Of course, there's no reason for you to try it if you already have R2DA on your computer. It's just better. Don't waste your time.